Versa Policy Basics. Welcome to the Versa Network's Policy Basics course. This course is based on Versa Operating System version 20.2, but the concepts covered by this training are applicable to other versions of the Versa operating system. In this lesson, we will discuss the foundation of the Versa operating system traffic control, the policy engine. The policy engine is the system used to identify traffic that will then have an action applied. The type of action that is available depends on what process is using the policy engine to identify traffic. There are two key concepts that you need to be familiar with when processing traffic on a Versa operating system device: identifying the traffic to be processed and performing an action on the traffic that is identified. In this lesson, we will discuss the Versa policy engine and the different objects that are used to identify traffic based on session and traffic flow properties. Policies define the properties of traffic that you want to identify in order to perform an action on the traffic. There are many different properties that can be analyzed, including source and destination addresses and zones, application identification information, URL information, IP address metadata, and SSL properties. With applications, URLs, and IP addresses, additional information that is associated with those values can be considered as well. This additional information is called metadata, or data that describes something. Policies that are used to identify traffic contain lists of rules. Each rule examines the properties of newly created sessions to determine whether or not the device should perform an action on the session or flow. The order of the rules is very important within a policy, as a session is only evaluated until it is matched by a rule. Once a session is matched by a rule, a configured action is taken on the session, and the remaining rules are not processed for that session. This is called a terminating action, which means the rule processing is terminated once a match and action is performed. The policy engine is the foundation of the traffic identification process, but the reason the traffic is analyzed is to determine whether an action should be performed on the traffic. Different processes within the Versa operating system use the policy engine to identify traffic, although there may be some small variations in which matching criteria are available for each process. Rules for each process are separated and configured within the corresponding process. Some examples of processes that can use the policy engine are security processes. The security process is used to create access rules to allow or deny sessions. Decryption processes. The decryption process uses rules to determine what traffic should be sent to the SSL decryption engine. Class of service processes. The class of service process uses rules to determine what traffic should be assigned to a forwarding profile. SD-WAN policy. The SD-WAN policy process uses rules to identify traffic that should be assigned specific forwarding paths and treatment. The SD-WAN traffic steering processes.